And thank you very much for staying with us. You are listening to Smooth Breakfast with Ayo.
And Valentine.
And this morning inside of the locker room, Tega is awake. Tega is ready. Good morning, Tega.
Good morning. Don't always assure people of things. Just say Tega is here.
The presence is very important. Over Lagos, joining us in this conversation is you, actually, and we're very excited about that. But very well to note, actually, the number to send in your messages through WhatsApp, you should save it on your contact list. Right now, save us on your contact list. The WhatsApp number is
0809-444-0981 is the number.
Yes, and of course you can use Twitter at Smooth91FM. Use this hashtag in your messages so we can find them. Lockerroom981.
Alright, our first story, diving in straight. Super Eagles to know 2019 AFCON opponents on the 12th of April. 3 times champions Nigeria will know their group phase opponents at the 32nd African Cup of Nations finals on April 12. April 12 has now been approved by the Confederation of African Football for the staging of the competition's draw. The draw ceremony, due to hold at Cairo in Egypt, will see the 24 qualified teams drawn into 6 groups of 4 teams each. Nigeria's Super Eagles have already made sure of a place in the finals ahead of the final round of the qualifying matches scheduled for late March.
Yes, so by April, we'll be dancing about who is going to be in our group and post now. Good timing, so that at least you still have, I'd rather a lot much earlier, maybe immediately after the final games of qualifying. But March, April, what's the difference? Same mother that has them. So just we'll have at least we'll have a month or two to get friendlies that you can that are similar to teams in your group. And so preparation time is still going to be okay. So I guess we just wait and see.
So if you had a wish list, which teams would you like us to be?
I don't wish for anybody in Africa again. There are no minnows anymore. Everybody can take a scalp.
Let's talk about the Australian Open. So the Australian Open champion Naomi Osaka says that she had to be a robot and turn off her feelings to hold her nerve and win the final against Petra Kvitova. The Japanese, who's 21 years old, had tears in her eyes after having 3 match points saved by her Czech opponent in the second set before winning 7-6, 7-2, 5-7, 6-4. Naomi says, "You know how some people get worked about things? That's a very human thing to do. I just thought to myself that this is my second time playing a final. I can't really act entitled to be playing against one of the best players in the world, to lose a set, to suddenly think that I'm so much better than her. That isn't a possibility. And really, literally just try to turn off my feelings, all of them. I just felt kind of hollow, like I was a robot."
Yeah, she was playing so much better. So I understand how that thought can creep into your mind, like I'm playing so much better than Petra. It's normal. Petra was struggling on the day. So for some reason, when women stay out when players, not just women, stay out for a lot longer, they tend to second guess themselves just on the cusp of victory.
Yes.
So this is Petra Kvitova coming out back from a 9th attack that people thought she was not even going to be able to hold her racket anymore.
Yes.
She's back on court and she's in a final against Naomi Osaka, a young girl, and she has equal chances and equal opportunities. I know people saying, but Naomi Osaka, she won US Open, she's been in blistering form since then. True, but Petra Kvitova is a 2-time Grand Slam champion. You don't win those by just sauntering into the final and picking up the trophy and walking away with it. Yeah. So she's actually good, but she struggled with her serves on the day. And part of Petra Kvitova's arsenal is that her first serves get her free points, but she was not getting any free points on the day. She didn't seem to have her range and her rhythm, and Naomi Osaka smelled the blood in the water. She took complete advantage of it. So it was, especially after the first set tie break and the struggle, Naomi knew that Petra was struggling, so Naomi took complete advantage, and it looked like Naomi was going to win that second set very easily. She had the break point, she was a breakup, she had 3 match points, and from nowhere Petra Kvitova just got into Naomi's head. So she breaks back and then goes on to win that set, and Naomi literally cried into the bathroom. Like that bathroom break was very needed. And then she came out, did continue playing her game, and she won the third set. Again, like I said, Petra was struggling, but also Naomi just refocused, and then she ended up winning. So congratulations to her. It's her second title back to back. This time last year she was world number 7. So now she's world number 1. So
that's just
so congratulations to her. It's a women's game. That's how crazy the women's game is. Caroline Wozniacki was world number 28 last year. Hadn't played a couple of tournaments because of her injury, and then she had the opportunity. If she had won yesterday, on Saturday, she would have become world number 1.
Just like that.
She had the same opportunity to be world number 1, like Naomi Osaka. That's the women's tennis ranking.
Very
So yeah, it's just erratic. And then you see sometimes Angelique Kerber is in great form, and you think, oh, this is next, nobody's going to be able to beat her. Then Naomi Osaka comes in, then Ostapenko comes in. So it's erratic like that, which is why Serena just goes about winning her titles. Like, leave that ranking. Anybody can have it.
It's very it can be distracting.
It can be distracting.
Very distracting. Alright, moving away from when you talk about sauntering into the court, it looked like Djokovic did with his win over Federer. Now, well, with his win over Nadal, Novak Djokovic motivated to surpass Roger Federer's 20 Grand Slam titles.
Wow.
Djokovic has set his sights on continuing to make history after winning a record 7th Australian Open to move a step closer to surpassing Roger Federer's all-time Grand Slam haul. He said, and I quote, "I'm aware that making history of the sport that I truly love is something special. Of course, it motivates me. How many seasons are to come? I don't know. I'm not trying to think too much in advance. I do want to definitely focus myself on continuing to improve my game and maintaining the overall well-being that I have. Mental, physical, and emotional. So I would be able to compete at such a high level for the years to come and have a shot at eventually getting closer to Roger's record. It's still far."
It's not far, it's just far trophies away. Stop making shakara. but here's what it is. That the final came, and Nadal hadn't dropped a set throughout the Australian Open till he got to the final. Djokovic was playing absolutely great tennis. Yes, a couple of people had tested him, but absolutely blinding tennis. I did think that based on the head-to-head, it was going to be Djokovic, but I expected it to be a lot closer. It wasn't. It was as if Djokovic was playing a guy from Bagada. That's how poorly Nadal showed up on the day. And it wasn't that Nadal dropped the ball. You could see that he was putting his effort, he was thinking. It's just that Novak Djokovic messed up with his configuration. Like, Novak Djokovic got on the court and said, "I'm going to deal with you." Now, of the top 3, I like to rank them when it comes to mental strength. Mentally, Djokovic is the one immovable guy. Federer is kind of like in the middle. Some days if he shows his emotions, some days he doesn't.
And
Of those 3, Nadal is the weakest mentally. Not that he's weak mentally. He's just amongst those 3.
Yes.
He's weakest mentally. He's the kind of guy that he start playing a game and you can really mess up with you can really mess with his head. He'll not start second guessing himself. He'll start overplaying points and stuff. So Nadal got into his head like that, and that's how Nadal bleeds him off the court. Because there's some things like Nadal's forehand is in men's tennis is ranked number 1. Is the ground stroke that doesn't miss. Is perfect until Sunday. He was overcooking shots. He was hitting shots. Then sometimes he was hesitant when he had to take a shot, and you could tell it was what Djokovic was doing to him. Djokovic was returning everything, and the thing about Djokovic, he returns your shots so that he has more time to get into good position.
Yes.
Usually, Nadal returns your shot so that you play an extra shot.
Right.
But for Djokovic, he returns it so that he has time.
So it was coming to good.
Yeah. So you don't have time you can't hit a winner when it's there. So because he was returning so deep into the court, it pushed Nadal more than 2 feet behind the court, and so Djokovic had real estate to play with. So if Nadal goes too far, then Djokovic plays a drop shot. If Nadal comes too close, then Djokovic plays a passing shot. Nadal was like, "How can I win?" He was controlling him like a puppet. But congratulations to Djokovic. I don't think 5 is far, especially with the fact that he's in the form that he's in. Yeah. I think he's going to. I think he can get 20, 21, 22. again, then the question of greatest of all times come up and just irritates me. But I think he's going to get close.
All right. Lagos will be close to this, to the stories that is on Locker Room 981 on Smooth Breakfast with Aya.
And Valentine.
And we'll be back right after this to take your messages. Keep it here.
What's up? This is Tari.
That's how you expect it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I thought you were going to read one message.
Yeah, no time.
Work smart. LIRS annual returns filing is now 100% electronic. Visit www.lirs.gov.ng. Click the annual returns pop-up. Log in with your RC number or company player ID.
I want sweet.
Your passport is sent to your registered company phone number. Download and complete the forms. Upload your documents and submit. Print your acknowledgement slip. New companies should visit the nearest tax station for the entire process. Take notice that
we are not going to pay our taxes. We don't care about it.
I won't pay simply because it doesn't do anything for me. People don't do anything. Do everything ourselves. Security, we get armed security guards. Roads, we fix our roads. Water, we treat our water and sink our boreholes. What else? Trash, we pay someone. Car supply, we buy generators. So why should I pay my? Are we on air?
Yes, we are on air.
I mean, I'm recording. So why should I pay my tax?
Start your day with golden morn. Highly nutritious, simply delicious. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. Check out KLM Dream Deals. Buy your tickets from now till 8 February 2019 and enjoy up to 30% off.
Samuel, can I have my
economy and business class cabins?
Samuel, I want sweet.
London, Washington, Toronto, and New York. Travel from now until 30th June 2019.
I'm very upset.
A lot of sit-down
and cranky.
www.klm.com.ng
Just like a 12-year-old sometimes.
or your travel agent. For more information, call 080-632-1565.
I have a headache. Come back with some messages.
KLM Royal Dutch Airlines.
Landlord. Come back with messages. Come back with messages.
She calling landlord in the studio.
We are productive. We are intellectual. We are street savvy. We have a sense of superiority. We are Lagosians. We are abreast with technology and trends around the world. We set the pace for other Nigerians to follow. In Lagos, time means money. We don't dull. We don't sleep. We are energetic. We make things happen. We are politically aware and we demand the best.
We are politically aware on Twitter.
Every Lagosian counts. In Lagos, everyone is somebody. Make your voice count. Go to www.budgetsoul.com.
Okay, so who is this soul?
I have. I've realized after Gorimapa Chris Brown that people don't have a sense of humor. When I saw Gorimapa Chris Brown, I was like, why is this funny? You see that Gorimapa is an abuse or Chris Brown is an abuse? I didn't know which one was. So I couldn't laugh because I was analyzing it. Yeah, I was like, what? Because there's nothing wrong with Gorimapa, and as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with Chris Brown yet.
I saw a whole lot of people walking to one direction.
Yeah,
and I was stunned for a minute.
He's making a living, he's paying his taxes, he's raising his children. He's okay. You don't have to marry him.
Lagos is
So what was the joke about?
I think.
Oh, you still don't get it?
I think.
Can I make a dry joke? The joke was about Djokovic.
Dry jokes, man.
Because you know the fun in the studio is really on a different level. And when you tune in and you watch us on YouTube later on, make sure you type in the search box Smooth 981 FM Lagos. This is the Locker Room where we share sports stories, and Tega is here. As always, we'll go to your messages on WhatsApp here on 0809-444-0981. Chimobi Victor from Alaba International sent this one.
He says, Rafan Nadal, village people conspire to let him down. What will it profit you not to lose a single set and end up disgracing yourself in the final?
Oh my goodness. And he also adds a congratulations to Naomi Osaka and Novak Djokovic for winning the women and men's Grand Slam respectively. It's me and my auntie Tega is not happy with Rafa Nadal for that shambolic experience.
Shambolic.
Performance. Oh boy. Okay, so Chiwenazi sent in this question. So Chiwenazi sent in this message. She says, well, congratulations to Osaka and Novak for the Australian Open victories. Thank God we now have a possible replacement for Serena. Nadal was totally overtaken by Novak. Nadal's loss was this bad because it was the first time he did not win a set in a Grand Slam final.
Why did she say thank God we have a replacement for Serena?
I do not understand.
I don't know why people say all these ridiculous things. Like some people say another Serena is born. No, Naomi Osaka is Naomi Osaka. Serena Williams is Serena Williams. She's not another anything.
Yes.
She's her own self, and there is no other Serena Williams. You guys should get over yourselves and move on.
Fola says, good morning, people. Congratulations to Naomi Osaka. World number one is not child's play. Djokovic completely destroyed Rafa on Sunday. I couldn't even believe it. He just needs to win French Open now and it's all over. Such a great tournament. Also, Federer, Rafa, and Novak are the top three most successful men's tennis players by Grand Slam. So wild. When will they retire? And Tega is tight, she adds. Djokovic kept blocking Nadal and he couldn't even get into the match fully because before it was over, he just couldn't get it right. He was struggling. He kept pushing, but nothing happened. Let's go to the next story here. Atletico says the greatest threats to Barca's La Liga hopes are themselves, according to Valverde. So Barcelona's coach, Ernesto Valverde, has admitted that he views Atletico Madrid as a greater threat to his side winning La Liga this season than Real Madrid. According to him, the press conference, he said on Saturday, we look more at who is immediately behind us. I value both Atletico and Real Madrid very highly because one is a great team and the other never gives up. So, but you have to look more at the one that has 5 points behind.
He's right. Atletico Madrid is that team. And in recent weeks, Atletico Madrid have been playing first, and so they cut the points down to 2, and they are within touching distance. And then Barcelona now have to surpass that. And sometimes, you know, you don't have a good day. It's not like you're always full throttle all the time.
Yes.
So the Atletico Madrid is mounting pressure. Real Madrid is really far behind. Again, Atletico Madrid are out of the Copa del Rey, so no extra entanglements. Everybody's still in the UCL, so it's the same engagement there. But Barcelona and Real Madrid are playing the extra competition of the Copa del Rey, so that doesn't give them as much time as Atletico Madrid has time.
Yes.
So he's right about that. And then the consistency with Atletico Madrid and their 1-0. The fact that they don't concede is a thrilling thing. Unlike Barcelona that still have to worry about we're going to concede a goal here or our defense is not as solid as we would like it to be. Which is why I don't understand why they're chasing Otamendi. It's utterly ridiculous. But you know, they're looking at the team and this is a team that's mounting pressure. So he's absolutely right to be wary of Atletico Madrid. They can push, and if Barcelona drop the ball, they can win the league. But so far so good. Barcelona is doing very well, apart from the fact that Coutinho is still struggling. Again, Coutinho is playing now like Nadal played on Sunday, you know, overcooking everything, trying to show people that look, really, I have some magic. I didn't leave it in Liverpool. I brought it with me. I do know how to play football, but because he's under that pressure to impress, he seems to be doing things a lot wrong, taking the wrong decisions, trying so hard to score goals when he should just pass the ball. There's a lot of he's questioning himself, and that's not a good place. But the team seems to be succeeding without him, especially with the fact that they have Lionel Messi on their team. Oh, that second goal that he scored yesterday was absolutely amazing. So but it's a good one for them that they can still play games and get 3 points. Now they have the extra task of trying to overturn a 2-goal advantage that Sevilla scored against them in the Copa del Rey. That's what they'll be focused on now. And then weekend again they'll have to worry about Atletico Madrid.
All right. Still on football, we have this one here. Mauricio Pochettino says trophies only build ego. Now, Pochettino has insisted winning trophies only serves to build ego and does not believe securing one will automatically take Tottenham.
Oh, God, win one first now. Oh.
So he said, again, we're going to have the debate whether a trophy will take the club to the next level. I don't agree with it. It only builds your ego. The most important thing for Tottenham right now is to always be in the top 4. He added, it's true. This season has been tough. I told you it would be a massive challenge for us, but we believe it will be a tough season, but no tougher Fantastic.
Gawi won trophy first. Knocked out on Thursday by Chelsea from the AFL semi-final. Knocked out on Sunday by Crystal Palace from the FA Cup. Which trophy do you want to win? This guy is just trying to diminish and disparage trophies just so that he doesn't put himself under pressure. Until you win a trophy, you are not yet successful.
Oh.
You are near, but you are not there yet. And with the team that, you know, people kept saying, oh, this is the team that can make it, this is the team that will do this is the team that will do that. They seem to be choking at every turn. So I guess he just has to make himself feeling better by saying trophy is not important. I remember when Vega used to say fourth place is a trophy. Everybody was abusing him. Now Pochettino is a progressive modern manager, and he's dropping out of competitions one after the. What are we talking about?
It's not about the trophy, it's about participating and ensuring you're in the top
I beg
four.
you,
That's
this
what they
primary
told
school,
us.
this is people are making millions here. He has to win a trophy. But here's what, and he cannot complain too much about the fact that yes, a few of my first team players were not around. Look, Tottenham's team that they put on the park yesterday were enough to take out Crystal Palace. They just didn't do the job. And as usual again, they created a lot of chances, danced around with the ball, and didn't score a goal. And that's how they lost. So the question of he doesn't have to win a trophy to prove that they are successful is a fat lie from the pit of hell. You have to win. You must win something. You can't be competing every time and just be getting participation fee. Get a trophy.
Give us trophy.
Give us trophy.
Emma is joining you. The songs here. She's actually singing a different tune here. Emma from Akoka says on WhatsApp, I lost the bet against a friend who's a United fan and have to sing this song. Always at the wheels. Tell me how good it feels. With Will Sanchez, Paul Pogba and Fred, Marcus Rashford and Mark Nightborn and Brad. Thank you, Emma. Big T says that's just a rap experience. Now, Big T here sends in this message.
He says, I watched the Djokovic versus Nadal game. The only words that come to mind is statutory rape. I'm guessing Nadal is currently at a rape center. Big T.
Boy, Big T.
Alright, WWE Royal Rumble. Can anyone please explain to me what is wrong with Nia Jax? She entered and competed with men at the male Rumble. Is she trying to tell us something? Big T. Then finally, this is for you. He says, Tega, did you notice Djokovic beat Nadal by 6-6-6? What does that tell us?
Conspiracy theories are open up. Wow. Guys, Ayoson's message says, Ego, okay, well, make we hold our 13 FA Cups and carry shoulder. Okay. And we have one more here. This one, Chimobi Victor says, from Alaba International, says, Pochettino, please stop all this your campaign after election. All right. Arsenal defender, Sokratis Papastathopoulos. Okay, I murdered that name, but
yeah, he killed him.
Yes, he's been ruled out for a month with an ankle injury picked up in the 3-1 defeat by Manchester United in the FA Cup. Now, the diagnosis leaves Arsenal facing a defensive shortage, with Lawrence Koscielny being assessed for facial injuries suffered in the same match, while Rob Holding and Hector Bellerin were also sidelined.
It's sad that Manchester United play against Arsenal and not just beat them in football, but beat them physically. Every time Arsenal play against Manchester United, they have injuries.
I know.
Serious injuries. This is bad.
But that first one was a bad one.
This is bad, but as it is, Arsenal really suffering. Bellerin already going to be out for about 9 months. Rob Holding, I don't consider him much of a defender, but at this point, he seems like gold. He's also out injured. So Arsenal may be using Xhaka to do central defense at this rate, but that doesn't stop the fact that Arsenal didn't put it up a good display on the day, if you ask me. They didn't. They didn't. Ball possession is not. Look,
they tried.
They did not remotely try. With that Arsenal team, I will beat Manchester United convincingly any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
So what went wrong?
A lot of things. Again, the way they move around the ball, and some people's tendency to try to be intricate. Sometimes when you're struggling and when you're looking for goals, especially when you have 2 goals down, no need to be intricate. No need for all those beautiful passes. No need to try to dazzle people and put the ball in the back of the net. Keep it simple.
This is a shade to Iwobi in some sense.
It's a shade to everybody, including Aaron Ramsey. So sometimes they overplayed the ball, and then Iwobi was not even bad. Iwobi was actually good for the team. And then Unai Emery decided that let me disgrace Ozil small and put him in a game that have set up to lose. And then he puts him there and then he takes out Iwobi. And that's what puts them under a lot more pressure. So so Unai Emery, Arsenal players to blame, and all congrats to Manchester United.
Congratulations.
So you know to come for Tega after the break, Lagos. We'll take a break here. We're still talking sports inside of the locker room here on the Smooth 98.1. Break.
Okay, for the break.
8:40.
I will beat
8:10, 8:20, 8:10,
8:10, 8:26.
26, 8:10, 8:26, 40, and 51. They beat Arsenal in a disgraceful way.
no, yeah.
I didn't
sorry for
expect.
them.
I was sorry. I felt sorry for their fans. My husband was downcast.
I was looking at them, they're just dancing around the ball. I was like,
They had every chance to win.
I was just looking at them like, look at this idiot.
So why do you think he took out Iwobi? Because a lot of people questioned his change at halftime.
I don't think like Unai Emery, my IQ is a little higher. I explain it. I can't because Iwobi was actually doing well for the team, so there was no point taking him out. There was no point even introducing Ozil for that game because there was already creativity on the pitch. I think what he does is that when he knows he's going to lose a game, he puts Ozil and says, "See, I told you that Ozil doesn't help us." I think that's what he does. I want to think that makes more sense than he was trying to look for creativity. Okay.
New companies should visit the nearest tax station for the entire process. Take notice that failure to file within the stipulated period is a contravention of the extant provisions of the Personal Income Tax Act, which attracts steep penalties on defaulters. For inquiries, call
You know they say your name is contagious.
5077 or 0809-225-5477 or visit
How many stories I have? I always like to stories. Jesus, I'll be making through.
This message
It's
is
only
from
one
the
I
Lagos
need.
State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
Are you serious? That's the thing I hate most about Lagos. Yes, so
So I even worse than the traffic. No.
What I love about it,
Lagos people are the traffic.
awesome places.
They're the ones who cause the traffic.
Tremendous things to do.
Very
I can never get bored here in Lagos. But for me, the thing I love most.
Alright, we're back in 15 seconds.
There are fun, vibrant, intelligent individuals who make me excited to be here every single
Studio.
My name is Ike.
Thank you, Ahi. What do you love about Lagos? I love Smooth. Smooth 98.1. You're listening to Smooth Breakfast with Ayo.
And Valentine.
And this morning with Tega analyzing the stories. We're on the locker room 91. Here's the part of Smooth Breakfast and Smooth 98.1.
Alright, we'll take our next story quickly. Cristiano Ronaldo hits last-gasp penalty. Ronaldo converted a penalty 2 minutes from time as Serie A leaders Juventus came from behind to win 2-1 at Lazio and go 11 points clear at the top yesterday. Lazio dominated the first hour and went ahead with an Emre Can own goal in the 59th minute before João Cancelo leveled for Juve in the 74th 4 minutes after coming on as a substitute.
Yes, and that's how you know that Juventus are really having a good, still unbeaten at this point, but they didn't put their best foot forward yesterday. Last year from the get-go dominated, could have gotten a lot of goals, created a few chances, but the likes of Luis Alberto and Ciro Immobile contrived to throw away that match. And then 59th minute they get the goal, and just maybe a minute after, Ciro Immobile had another chance to double their lead again, blasted over the bar, and Juventus just gets one opportunity, Cancelo scores, and then he gets a penalty and Cristiano Ronaldo wins. So I don't think anybody in the Italian Serie A is ready to beat Juventus yet.
If World Wonder sent in this message on Twitter, it says, guys, fortunately, I've fallen in love with someone yesterday, Naomi Osaka. Anyone knows how I can reach out to her? Babe's so cute and adorable with a voice that takes me to another planet, he says.
Tega.
Tega is not
By
even
any
interested
chance,
in
have
that.
her contact.
Charles Chidozie says Atletico Madrid is a stronger threat than Real Madrid. So says a coach who does not know how to win a match without Messi. I think Mr. Ernesto should stay quiet and enjoy his La Liga. Meanwhile, Pochettino should forget about the United job. Nathan Njoku says, saw the Barca game yesterday. I felt pity for Coutinho. The boy is struggling and doesn't look happy. I'll take him back anytime if he wishes to come back. He just needs to find his and come back. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for the messages. Sheriff Oluwaleke Akili, thank you. We see your messages here on WhatsApp. All right, we'll have more time to talk. By the extension on the Lagos Talks 981, we'll be taking the CJN story very predictably. And of course, the number that is open for calls is 0144899981. Find Tega up on Twitter at Tega Supreme. Good morning.